YouTube, welcome back to PIRAS Motorsport. It's great to see you today. I've got a bunch of updates, and for the first time I would like also to talk about our motorsport achievements, because yes, our products are used on motorsport cars and with success. On top of this, I want to talk to you about the stock of GR Yaris airboxes, the GR Corolla products and updates, and I want to talk to you about the updates and testing on the Samsonas Motorsport suspension. So let's get to it. But before that, please make sure you've subscribed to the channel and like this video. If you want to hit me with a comment, just do so, because I reply to all of them every day personally. So you have a direct link with me and can't get much better than that. Okie dokie. So motorsports, we have mainly two cars that we have been working with for some time through our hood vent kits, and both the Rally 2 and the Rally 1, and brake cooling kits, and now for some time also with the intakes. And there was mainly some distress about the intake from some people, that they were saying, oh, but I'm not sure if this kit can go over a certain power or whatever. And the reality is, yes, it does, and it does it very well. For example, we are racing with Willa Wachup down in Australia. That is a very, very seasoned and strong gentleman driver that is racing his GR Yaris Gen 1 on a G25 internals hybrid turbo that is pushing something like 440, 450 horsepower at the crank and about 400 at the wheels. And this because they dialed it down. This is a full spec car. You can see some images just now. And this is a very, very strong car that could make even more power, but they keep it dialed down to this for reliability, as the races are quite long and the car is used repeatedly. They have a closed deck engine and all the best hardware you can get on the car. This is a high grip car, so it asks a lot always from the engine. And also last week he won the Adelaide Rally. So congratulations to him, and we are very happy to support with our products. He is a very knowledgeable person and very much into aerodynamics. Look at the ducting he has made to make sure that no air escapes from the package of his coolers and intercoolers. That's so awesome. And also from the airbox. And yes, he is still running on a Gen 1, and he's going to be receiving in the next week his Gen 2 version. Because he wants to have a second airbox, and maybe he can squeeze out a little bit more performance in the mid-range, but we will see what changes. I'm sure that his highly optimized package is already very, very strong. Coming from this, the second friend that is racing with our parts and with a lot of success in the Swedish time attack is Andre Krutok. That consistently is in the first three or the first car in all. And last year he was the champion of his class and continues winning races. Also the other week won races. And he is using our Rally 1 hood vents and our brake cooling kit together with the Weborg arms that had a very, very good and positive impact on the brake temperatures within circuit use. Not many people know about our brake cooling kit, but I believe it's the only one that is on the market that actually really has an impact because of its design. Every time when you work with air and airflow, aerodynamics, every time you put a bend in the system, this cuts the speed of the air. So if you put these hoses that are 3D printed, that are really, really small and have a lot of bends in them, by the time the air actually reaches your inner disc or caliper, the air will be so slow it will not have that much force. But instead, just like they do on the stock GT3 RS cars, if you have scoops on your arms, that just makes one bend because it stops the air and it directs it directly into the center of your disc bell, and therefore to the vanes for cooling and to the caliper. In this way, yes, you can have a very, very efficient system that will last you the life of the car. Of course, if you don't hit the car under it, but yeah, that's not up to us, is it? And so this is for the motorsport. Congratulations, Willa. Congratulations, Andre. Really well done. And we are very, very happy to see our products win together with you guys. Now, moving on to the products. Finally, we have stock of our airboxes, and we have ample stock of the GR Yaris airboxes out of production. So now we can focus on producing the GR Corolla, of which the molds and tooling has already been done. Now we will make the first prototype that will go up to Block Motorsports, and they will test it physically on the GR Corolla. This is not as much for power perspective, because we are already sure of that, since it reuses some components of the GR Yaris that are the critical ones, for example, the V2 MAF sensor holder, but for all the part of assembly, because the GR Corolla kit is more complex than the Yaris one, and it also comes with a radiator beauty cover, and all these parts and the front duct and all of that, and all these parts need to go together with the quality you got accustomed to. So we have to make sure that everything sits beautifully, and I'm really looking forward to bring this kit to the market. And we are also looking forward to see what other cars we can serve, if it makes sense to serve like the GR86 and the GR Supra, possibly, because although the Supra is coming to end of life, it's still a car that will be, I imagine, used increasingly on track, so this could make sense. Or on the other side, we could open to other brands. So both of these things could be possibilities. We're open to it. If you have any comments or ideas or suggestions, I know I've asked in the past, but you know, this is an ongoing thing. And we lost a bit of time throughout the summer because of the V2 update. And now we're back on it. And once the Corolla is completed, we will move forward. Also, I was thinking between myself, if it made sense to make a flat bottom, like in the WRC, for the GR Yaris with a rear extractor that could be compatible with most exhausts. And this is a bit of a problem because there are so many exhausts on the market that I'm not so sure. But would you be interested if we could stamp flat bottoms, full flat bottoms for the GR Yaris? And or for the GR Corolla, of course, we could also do that. Now we have all the scans for the cars and the cars available. So let me know what you think about that, please. And on a last note, I've been continuing to do testing with the Samsonas Motorsport 3-way triple tube tarmac rally suspension kit, and I'm extremely happy about it. It's the right kit for the car. It transforms it positively. In the next days, I'm going to receive the new spec front springs that we decided to use. because we want the car in the front to be able to sit a bit lower in relation to the back. And then we will go, obviously we'll have more adjustability downwards, and I don't want it to be too much because people that are maybe inexperienced could set their car too low. But I want the adjustability to go at -15, -20 millimeters from stock height, and while retaining a correct negative rake in relation to the rear, and to extract the maximum performance from the cars without frying the front tires. And this is another big point. So yeah, things are coming on very, very strongly. And by the way, we have discussions now for a new distributor in the Philippines, and we are open to distributors worldwide at the moment. So if you have a tuning business and you want to use our products, we will be very happy to discuss and yeah, just bring it out there. So this is enough for this week, and thank you very much for following us and supporting. Namaste. Bye.